Welcome, companions and brethren, to our fourth instalment of Ask the Grand Superintendent. Once again, we thank the Grand Superintendent for taking the time out of his busy schedule to answer questions on behalf of the province of South Wales. Welcome, Grand Superintendent. Without further ado, I shall ask you the first question. What, who, or why made you join Freemasonry?
A person, a member of my old regiment. Although he was a real soldier, he was actually one of the first ones into Belsen in the Second World War. And it's strange how it worked out. His godson was a great friend of mine. I was his best man. Married a German girl, stayed in Germany. So I always say I got here by default, because if my friend had come back to Britain, he would have been asked to join the lodge. But my proposer was a wonderful man, everything that someone would look up to, a great lover of royalty and this country of ours, which is so special. He would have been 99 in a couple of weeks. Sadly, lost him a few years ago, but he was fit and working right up to his 96th birthday, and someone I'll always be grateful for, that he proposed me and introduced me to the craft in my mother lodge in London.
Excellent. The next question. If the most excellent Grand Superintendent was afforded the time to relax and unwind, what music would you listen to? Likewise, what music do you listen to whilst driving in your car?
Oh, it's a bit of a time warp there. I suppose I enjoy a pretty eclectic mix. I think that I love to see live performances. I've just about forgiven Sinatra now. I remember going to watch him in the Royal Albert Hall, and unfortunately he'd started losing his memory by then, so he introduced his son 4 times. But I've forgiven him, and the music is still wonderful, and I love a bit of swing, and I sing along to that. As for listening to radio in the car, I tend to listen to The Wave, which is a local station around here in Swansea, to pick up on the traffic and a bit of Swansea humour. And I listen to Radio 2, which of course were all the DJs in Radio 1 when I was much younger. So I still enjoy 80s music to the full. I haven't grown up. There are no mirrors in this house, and I think I'm still about 21.
Absolutely. Next question. What football and rugby team do you follow or support?
Oh, I suppose I have to watch what I say here, don't I? I very much more preferred to play than spectate. Of course, whenever Wales plays is special, in rugby or football. And regional rugby doesn't really work for me. I don't have the same feel for the Ospreys as I did for the Whites. They were great matches, great, every Saturday as I'd be playing myself in the morning, and then I'd go along. And it's not the same now. Indeed, I have very fond memories of being there in the crowd and watching our past deputy, provincial Grand Master, excellent companion Roy Woodward, when he'd be running along the wing or in the centre and scoring many tries for the Whites and knocking down the opposition. And I'd be there as a very young boy shouting, "Come on, Mr. Woodward, you can do it, you can do it." And I much prefer supporting my city or town than I do perhaps watching a region.
That's fair enough. Thank you. The final question. Holy Royal Arch and Craft Freemasonry. When progressing through the various offices as a young Freemason, what was your favourite office in each that you undertook?
Well, that's a difficult one. I've thoroughly enjoyed every opportunity I've been given. I realise that nothing is forever, so make the most of it, get stuck in and enjoy it. I loved being director of ceremonies. I loved being scribee. You don't often get the two that mix. I was delighted when Captain Sir Norman invited me to be Provincial Grand Mentor. That was a lovely role where I could go around the province, and indeed where the Provincial Grand Master asked me to be an assistant and then sacked me and made me his secretary. Roles again, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And in the Holy Royal Arch, you know, I've reached the highest I can go, which is something I never thought I would achieve. And I enjoy every minute of this role. And I look forward to those who will come after me and take on that role in about 20 years' time.
Well, unfortunately, Grand Superintendent, that's all we have time for. Again, on behalf of myself, the companions and brethren of the province, we thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and talking with us today.
Thank you, Carl.